There's three stages that a covert narcissist operates in, and the first one is love bombing. So in order to recognize that there's a covert narcissist in your midst, anybody that just over the top love bombs you, they are interested in everything you're interested in. They want to be with you. They rush to the relationship stage right away. Watch out, because that love bombing will bring you in like a black widow spider, will pull you into that web.
Have you ever heard a woman say that I want to glue myself to you because she always wants to be around you?
Actions sometimes say that too. Yeah. You got to be careful, because that is a huge red flag. And that's the first stage, that love bombing. And it feels good, especially if you haven't been with someone in a while and you want to be with a woman.
That's where it gets most guys, right? Because they're not particularly or highly successful on the sexual marketplace. And it's like all of a sudden somebody shows up out of the blue that just like gets them and just loves them for who they are, or so they think.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly. So that first stage, love bombing, watch out. Don't get roped in. And then, of course, the second stage is devaluation, which we'll talk about, and then the discard. But in order to answer your question, some of the traits you're going to see in these folks is they're overly competitive. They're jealous. She might say something to you like, "Did you see what Rita got for Valentine's Day from Doug? What did you get me? What have you gotten me lately?" I mean, that's unhealthy. And that's a narcissistic kind of mindset. One other thing, just a general statement, Paul's right. These folks are hollow inside. I liken them to the chocolate Easter bunny, where they look really good on the outside, but on the inside, they're hollow. They're afraid. They're fragile. They're nasty. And you don't find out sometimes until it's too late. So the goal is get your radar up and listen and observe. That's your best friend in this case. Another thing is they're overly concerned with their appearance. Hair extensions, a ton of makeup. That's not necessarily indicative of having narcissistic personality disorder. People put themselves together pretty well. But if they're over the top about it, get a closer look and make sure that there's not other things that would indicate narcissistic personality disorder. They're materialistic. They're all about what you drive, that Prada or Gucci handbag. That is another indicator that there could be narcissistic personality disorder. One humongous indicator is they have a superiority complex. Everything they have, everything they do, every trip they take is better than yours, better than everybody else's. They only care about appearances. They never live in the moment. They're all worried about, how can I curate a photo to put on my social media so everybody sees me in this pose? That's a pretty good indicator. Not any one thing in and of itself will define a narcissistic person, but in aggregate, they start to add up and you're getting a good sense that you could be in a bad situation. People who have narcissistic personality disorder will think that everyone's jealous of them, that it's like grandiose, and that's like an outward sign. So beware of that. And you're listening and you're observing as time goes by. You're spending time with someone and dating them. Narcissists, especially covert narcissists, overly critical to any criticism you may have of them, no matter how minor. They blow up, even if it's an innocent thing. But boy, can they dish it out during the devaluation stage. They'll tell you they don't like everything about you. But if you dare respond in kind and say anything negative that could be construed as critical, they blow up beyond belief. That's something to really watch out for. She's a drama queen, all right? I don't know about you guys, but I'm pretty sure you don't have any room for drama. There's enough drama out there. There's a ton of drama in my life, in my work life, but I don't tolerate any outside of it. Nobody should. It just creates stress. You'll never be the best version of yourself. You don't need it. So if somebody's all about drama or they manufacture drama, get a close look and observe. They like to do what's known as triangulation, where they'll pit family members and friends against each other. They incorporate what's known as flying monkeys on their side to try to badmouth you or look at you in a bad light. That's a huge red flag. Not only is that immature, but that is indicative of covert narcissistic personality. So be careful of that. You don't want to get tangled up in that, because it's just a matter of time until she triangulates people against you and badmouths you. So watch what they do. Covert narcissist, shameless disregard for boundaries. She could do whatever she wants. Shows up late, says she's going to do something, no follow-up, but God forbid you do, and all hell breaks loose. You don't want to deal with somebody like that. They practice what's known as gaslighting, where they have you wonder whether or not you're really in touch with reality. You could have a conversation with them an hour ago, and then they'll deny ever having it or deny saying what they said. You almost want to record them and play it back and say, yes, you did. You said exactly that. So it's known as gaslighting. It's a horrible tactic that narcissists seem to be pretty good at. Don't fall for it. Don't fall. Stand firm. It doesn't get better.
I just want to add to your point on over competition and jealousy. You made the point of, like, Rita got such and such from a husband. What did you get me? I also call that when she compares somebody else's best to your worst. Right? Meaning, like, well, Jeff doesn't leave his socks on the floor, so why do I have to pick up your socks, right? But Jeff makes like no money compared to what you bring to the table, sort of thing. Like that's somebody that's like really flicking boogers at you from an unnecessary place.
Right.
If you know what I mean.